Last time I bring you to last time I bring you to Disney World.
He's just ungrateful.
I'm just like I did
And the
all
song
the voice
continues.
I did
had
all-
a comedic music cut, and now it continues.
Then just mute it! Stop fucking whining! Are you whining, kids?
Aye, Captain. Is this
I
not
can't
chill for them?
hear you!
I wasn't whining.
Oh, who's the whiny bitch that fucking plays this game? VanossGaming! Doesn't do shit and then it just complains.
I wasn't mad
Complains
about
about
the
stupid
music.
shit and then becomes a bitch.
I'm livid about it.
Where did they go?
I'm livid. I want my own.
Brian, you always do that, where like
What?
you read my emotions wrong, and then you go, "Oh, there he goes again."
Fucking whining.
Brian, you didn't even get this mod done, and you're already like super defensive about it.
Just
Come on,
want
bounce
to
onto
record.
this bitch.
I've recorded
Bounce
two sessions today that I'm not using because it was shite.
Hey, same with me. I ain't using
Put them
them.
together and make one really big shit video.
No, it's all gone. It's all gone.
I exchanged recycled.
It's deleted.
I'm gonna use it harder than Netflix.
Well, hello people of YouTube and the internet, I am Chief GP. If you know me, you know me. If you're new here, you're probably new here because of this, because it's a VanossGaming video. And sorry for this spotting review with this animation. That's why it's called animation practice. The second I make a good animation, I will call it the real animation. I think that's only happened to me once, and that was the Among Us video. Which one really hard to mess up. Like it's, well, I mean if it's like 3D or try to create a bit more movements, I guess it become a little bit harder. So right, so I actually have a list of things I want to say, and that's like the closest things to script I will ever have in my life. So let's see. So lots of people will ask me why the hell I'm making this. Well, because I didn't make any animation practice for a really long time. If you ask me why exactly this audio moment, it's because I like it. That's it, and now will be there more animation. Of course there will be more animation. Well, for example, I can say there will definitely be one, maybe two. Well, maybe because I'm not sure will I animate it or not. But then it will happen, I have no idea. Also, yes, will be some difference in audio. Behind me, well, there, you'll see the drawing process of this animation. It will go super fast because I record like ton of footage, and like I don't want to like make a completely different video or making this video longer, so I will just talk and then speed up this video to hit me moment in speech. Which one can make it too fast and impossible to react to what's happening. Which one would consider a good thing because you will not see my embarrassment moments, and which one you can still understand something what's happening in there. So right, now the next topic, Brian I and Jackie. Well, for Brian I, for his cybernetics, I would say that there was only by I and zero expression. Like it will not go there, it will not be blinking, it's cybernetic eye, so it will not do some of that stuff. Nogla hair and short, have no idea what I want to say there. I think I decided to go with the green Josh Green short, because I didn't want to say pancakes, because I think it's his old. I think now there's no pancakes in there. Well, maybe in his skin, Gmod skin, not Minecraft skin there is, but not anymore. For backgrounds, well, for backgrounds I would say that for backgrounds I didn't do much stuff. I mean, mostly I decided on some location, and those locations will be changed. Like there will be a fence, and behind it will be a castle of Disneyland. There will be houses and some different variation of the houses. Mostly that stuff. Characters will change location. Well, mostly I think it will start them in the same location, then we'll swap, and they will be on the same location. If you watch the animation, you will get what I'm trying to say. Stupid critter. Oh yeah, here I have the problem. Oh man, let's get that from this room. There will be 3 comments about me being annoyed by Krita, and 3 comments about me saying the life hacks I found in Krita. For example, in Krita, it's really hard for me to draw in Krita. Oh, not draw, it's fine for me to draw. I make tons of nice drawing in Krita. Then it's got animation, it's working, but there's some pain in the ass, I would say. For example, whenever you want to move or transform the image, on the first frame which one on Krita will say the 0 frames, but in the rendering it will say the first frame. It will require you to move the image. And whenever you'll be moving it, if it's not located in the first frame, it will not see it as visible object you can move. Like let's say there's nothing there to move. And it's like real pain in my ass. Like seriously. Like I see you see it existent. I know you see it. I see the square and then it disappears saying this it doesn't exist. I see, you know, I can understand you see it. But now for some reason I have to put the frame in the first layer and then maybe first frame, and then go to the frame I want to draw it. And it's also the same problem because it will, whenever you about to transform the image, you will see how you transform this image, like in the half translucent image copy, to see how you're turning, how you're shaking it, and what exactly you're doing with it. But it will do with the frame 0 or frame 1, well depends, I will call it frame 1. But there's a chance I will call it frame 0 in some moments. Let's just ignore that moment, okay? Okay. And it will always go to this frame 1. And if you're going to change the frame, let's say 27, you did some changes, it's exactly copy of frame 1 and 27, the exact copy, but now you change the 27, and you're about to transform it. The transforming copy of the image will be from 0 frame 1, okay. And then you have no idea what you're exactly doing. I mean, if it's exactly copy and minor differences, you will not have some idea what you're doing. But it's like if you shrink it or did something big messing up, it becomes completely invisible or with one single color, which one really difficult. And then there's a moving tool. Well, actually moving tool I think it's worked pretty fine. I mean, for moving tool you have to create a different frame for everything, and it cannot use the hold frames, because if it's a hold frame it will move with the first and hold frames. Well, I have no complaints with moving frames too. Now let's go. Move glasses. Weird glasses hair. Oh yeah. Here, onion skin. Oh yeah, I think there was some glitch in my animation there. Onion skin did not appear. I just re-entered the Krita and started from over again. It was fine. Not much off topic. More skin trouble. That's what I get. No, I don't remember what I was saying there. Yeah, also I was trying to change characters from perspective, like they would turn, they would do some other stuff, but I would say I didn't do much with that stuff, because most of the characters, they all face the same way. Well, in this, I think there's someone like in this position, like what I'm doing right on my head. The difference will be that with a character, you see him from behind. I would say somewhat like this, where there's a face, but no facial expressions. Ear and hair, and then second ear. Man, actually, why I did that? Why I turn around or like that? My mic probably didn't hear what I was saying. But I did something like that. I think with more Nogla and the Disney Keeper. Weird, my eye glowing like this. Yeah, okay, let's not keep any longer for this. And I think that's like the only thing I did. Actually, this head turning, which I just showed, I like it because it seemed like more possible, like it was really supposed to be happening. But I would say I more prefer the half face, one eye, nose, mouth, because I think that way I can show the expressions, but that way it's something not realistic for me. I don't have cartoony art style and it really doesn't matter if it's realistic or not. Okay, what's the difference? Also with perspective, I would say that I would gonna give characters some details, like I decide on what VanossGaming details will have. Like for example for Brian, I also want to give him the square chins and this color of skin, which one I would call a little bit, well, brown, well, tanned, yes, I would say tanned. His nose, I don't remember what I did with his nose. I don't know, I think I did something like nose will go a little bit up and then circular. With Nogla, I think it will be a circular chin and a bit bigger nose. Moo, I decided to make his head a little bit shorter, and basically the same circular thing. With Venus, he's an owl, so there's not much stuff to do here. Now, crossed arms. For lots of these moments, I really want to do crossed arms, and I usually do nice crossed arm. For some reason, I suddenly forget how to do a nice crossed arm. So it will be with Moo where I did just something like this, these poorly crossed arms. But later I used a Google find the best crossed arm in the history I ever know. That will be Danny Phantom. Now there's a really nice crossed arms. And I did something close to that. Well, some differences like I think in weight and stuff like this. Because in Danny Phantom they like have way much slender arms in my version and they were like way more taller. Moving hack, yeah, it's not actually a hack, I think it was one-time glitch. Or maybe something I did there, not sure. So I think I messed with onion skin that much that the first layer, which would be 27, would be saved. And then it would be showing me how to shrink it perfectly. So whenever the transforming tool is not working, using onion skin will help me to decide where exactly to put it perfectly. But I think it was just a glitch which was helping me. But or maybe not a glitch, maybe I did something really that. I have to go deeper to search for that. Actually, talking about transforming tool once more time. I actually went so much. I was searching on YouTube and other stuffs how to transform layers in animation. Never I see how they perfectly doing it. But to be fair, whenever I watch on YouTube how they explain how to animate in Krita, they don't use group layers to transform stuff. And yes, I'm using the group layer because whenever I transform something, I already finished coloring it and lining it, and I need to shrink it and do some other stuff to transform it because sometimes I make stuff way too big and not perfect for other stuff. And maybe that's the whole problem that I'm using transform layer, because whenever I watch the other animators, they don't use transform layer, they just create one layer for lines, another layer for colors, and just redraw stuff over and over. While in my version I actually prefer to use a bit more, reuse some frames and like taking a frame from before, removing the arm, changing the positioning, and do some other stuff. So being a bit lazy and saving me some time. So maybe that's why that's the whole problem. That's not how Krita was originally designed to be, or to be used animation. And maybe I'm just whining. I don't know. Okay, so Vanoss Cemetery. I'm not sure what to say about that. I think actually I was writing those things, then I was finishing a day. Like this animation took me a couple of days. I will not say it was super long, but I will not say it was super short. And my expectation, my expectation was basically the same as I expected. Like nothing much unexpected. Like I think everything went by the plan. Then what else? Trouble with layers and lines. Okay, doing some end closing, like, and then I was finishing. I start constantly confusing some layers and drawing on the wrong layers. Like mouse, which was supposed to be on line layers, I accidentally put on layers of coloring. That was, well, not much troubles. I think the troubles will be whenever I would paint on color layer. That would be sometimes I use a much stronger bucket tool. And sometimes the color will go inside of lines. And whenever you remove the lines, remove the color, because there was a line, there will be some small lines of colors. And which one, in the end, because I didn't notice them at the beginning, and I rendered this animation the first time, didn't exactly to see what will be there. On every, well not every, there was some frames, there was some little thin lines of the arm or body or clothing, which one will keep there. Which one really hard to notice from the distance, but if you look close, they're very hard, easy to visible. So then I have to redo the animation, well not redo, I would have to change the frames to color those lines out. Which one was not that hard, and basically I think it was my problem from the beginning, or not. At the beginning I have the problem that I would sometimes forget to color some stuff from body, like the jacket, well the jacket would have the hood and I forget to color this little piece of the hood. Leave some uncolored in the eyes, other stuff. I think I was paying close attention to those details, so then it's supposed to be a problem, but again I'm not saying sure. That's probably, but that still could be. And now talking about what else. I think here was the problem with lines. And yeah, there was sometimes also places that I was missing the spot, but I think I colored them pretty quickly. Just me and my camera frames. Well, of course my camera is not the best camera, but I think today it's a bit more weird. I don't know why. Okay, so forget to record. There was a moment that I forget to record. Mostly it was me doing the backgrounds, moving a little bit more and adding some details, and Vanoss. Only Vanoss. For some reason I was forgetting to record Vanoss. I have no idea why. Question imaginary, right? What? I don't know. Brian emotions. I think I already commented that I didn't do nothing with his eyes. I don't know. Had to stupid critter. I said another comment about critter, wrong layer. Already commented it. Scrap jiggle. What? Goodness. Okay, now I have no idea what I'm saying. Yeah. I guess that will be my final thought. That and the end. Well, actually, not a final thought. I'll also say that I add some Mickey Mouse. Oh, that's what this right. Question imaginary eye. Like copyright. I was drawing Mickey Mouse. Maybe that's what I meant back there. Yeah, I added some gags in there, like random characters, Mickey Mouse, and basically doing some of that stuff. Now, for final thoughts, also actually, there was one scene where I would voice the Mickey Mouse. Like, at the end, it's my voice. Well, man, you can probably guess it. And this voice, small voice acting from my perspective, show me how bad my audio is. Well, how bad? It's been worse, but it's still not perfect. Like, compared to a professional, it sucks. Sounds cheap. Buy my brand. That's all, it's okay, I guess. Now, for animation growing, man, my animation didn't grow a hinge. It's basically the same stuff I was doing earlier. Like, I would leave the playlist with my animation. And if you go watch them, you will see that nothing basically changed. The only thing that changed would be my art style in general. Like, I developed it a little bit more, decide I want to do, learn some tricks, and do some of that stuff. But mostly, yeah, that's the only thing that changed in my animation. Which one of another points, why would you require a more practice? So, yes. Now, will be other Vanoss stuff in my channel or other YouTuber in generally. But for Vanoss, well, not sure that Vanoss, but other YouTubers that friends with Vanoss. I am not sure. Maybe I will do something else. Maybe that's like will just be a Vanoss animation part. Not sure. And then there will be other YouTubers. Maybe. Okay, so I think it's a nice time to say goodbye. And my final words: subscribe, comment, like, dislike, say my. Actually, you know, comments give me some advice. I would like some advice on some other stuff, on anything. Advise me anything. How to animate, how to use critter, how to do something with my voice. Because I think my voice is something that requires some help. And also don't forget to check my social media, my Instagram, well, whatever I leave there. Just whatever I leave there, just go check. And don't forget, the most important part in this reality is to have a nice day. Okay? Bye.